No quality women tier list. Let's kick this straight off with fat girls. So the issue is fat people are normally greedy and lack self-control. So suppose the bigger issue is that the pretty girls that you actually like will see you with these sort of girls and think, hmm, that's his league. Okay, I don't want to go near. Because women, they're groupthink creatures. They don't really think for themselves. That's why sometimes a guy who's completely chopped can land a bunch of pretty girls because one of them will see, oh, he was with that pretty girl before. Okay, therefore he's okay. But the same can work in reverse. Even if you're a good looking guy, you're in shape, you've got stuff going for you. If pretty girls who are genuinely on your level see you with a really fat girl who's way below your level, they'll think, oh, best avoid him. So I'm going to put this one in don't even shag. And for here, I mean genuinely fat girls. A woman who's a bit thick, little bit chubby, yeah, no dramas at all. But normally when women say they're thick or chubby, they're actually just really fat. So that's that one. Now we've got IG girls. So the issue here is, and we're not talking IG girls, they just post normal pics of their normal life. We're talking they post pictures of their boobs, of their arse all the time, provocative pictures. No good. So, they get a constant stream of attention, likely a high body count, and if they're posting their arse all the time, you can bet there's some feminist views to go with that. So, yeah, they could be a bit of a brag, like, oh, look, I'm seeing this girl. Yeah, she'll look really fit on Instagram. And yeah, look, while the bros may think, oh, yeah, cool, look who so and so is seeing, they'll also jerk off to her. So, I'm going to say semi reluctantly shag for that one. And next, we have single mums. There is an exception to this. If a woman is a green flag, she's been with one guy for say 10 years, had 2 kids with him, and he's died in a work accident or something like that. Unfortunate, they're just very unlucky, but they're inherently not a red flag. It's not their fault. These are, I'm talking single mums who have 2, 3 kids with different dads, who have just made a string of bad decisions throughout their life, and now they want a chump like you to come along and deal with the repercussions of another man jizzing in your girl, ultimately. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put them in best to avoid. And the reason I say that is because the widow exception, they're okay. They are the exception. But the best to avoid, I'm gonna say, if for example you're a single dad and you've got a kid or two, okay, it's a viable option. If they've got a kid or two, that's a fair exchange of value. You help with their kids, they help with your kids. You scratch their back, they scratch your back. Fair enough. But for most guys, I would just say best to avoid. You're not the kid's dad. You're not going to be able to discipline them. You're just going to have to put up with their shit. So I was talking to a single mum actually, and I thought, yeah, she's pretty. She seems like a really nice girl. And from personal experience, just don't. It's not worth the drama. We were in the very early stages of talking, and she revealed that when her kid doesn't get his own way, he pisses all over the floor and smashes things up. And then I was like, yep, that's too much for me. Done. And the other thing with single mums to bear in mind is that they will very rarely have free time. You can't just go, oh, okay, meet me, let's go for a coffee, let's go to a restaurant, let's do this, let's do that. They're like, I'm with little one. I can bring little one. It's like, no, I don't want you to bring little one. So there we go. That's where I'm putting them. Next, we have the feminists, and we know how they are. They're jarring to be around. They moan all the time, and a lot of the time they lack traditional skills. Can they cook? Can they do useful things? Are they feminine? Normally it's a no. And I'm not saying women should be the ones that have to cook all the time. I'm a bloke. I'm a decent cook. I enjoy cooking. But my point here is that they've not usually got the traditional female traits. So I'm going to put them in complete liability, which will also cross over with the next one, is because they usually hate men and they will drag you through the mud if they perceive that you've done something wrong. Complete liability, 100%. Next, we have man haters. So these are women that have been hurt before. Of course, like there are bad men out there. We do have to acknowledge that. And they're always slagging men on social media, like, oh, men are so bad, men this, men that. It's like, is it men or is it your choice in men? Well, it's obviously the latter, but they're too immature to see that. So instead, they just slag off all men, which is no good. It shows a lot of immaturity. And even if one of them was pretty, like they're normally fat chicks, by the way, that hate men, for the record. But even if one of them was pretty and nice, then yeah, just a complete liability, to be honest, because you know the moment you have an argument with that girl over something trivial, they'll be on social media posting stuff about you, dragging your name through the mud, the same way they have every other guy, because they just hate guys. So, complete liability, 100% avoid. And now we've got women that are self-proclaimed problem girls, like, oh, I'm so toxic, I'm evil. Like, you know, when they're sharing stuff like that on social media, I'm an evil girl. And it's like, just grow up, honestly. So, again, immaturity. And these self-proclaimed girls, oh, I'm evil, I'm horrible. They're the sort of girls that would key your car and smash your windscreen and just cause a whole barrage of shit in your life, frankly. So, complete liability, 100% avoid. Next, we have girls with septum piercings. This is normally accompanied by green hair, perhaps a load of other weird piercings all over their face, shitty tattoos that their friend has done with a tattoo gun they've bought on eBay. You know, you get the look, probably a horrible haircut. They're normally skinny, I'll give them that. But yeah. So the issue with these is that what they've done on the outside of their body is an outward manifestation of what's on the inside, which you can basically guarantee is a boatload of trauma. Now, I'm not saying they could be an incredible shag. Women that have issues and trauma, etc., normally are. But in terms of dating and building a future with them, I would say best to avoid. You've got to gauge how cooked they are before you proceed, essentially. So that's that one. And now, pictures not spectacular on this one. We've got club girls. That's what they do. They'll be in the club, they'll be dancing with a guy, throwing arse on him, grinding on him, and it's similar for the IG girl. So, in the sense that they're getting a boatload of attention, there's a very likely high body count, and even these women could be really beautiful. They could spend time doing their makeup, they could spend time looking nice to go to the club to get attention, because that's women's currency at the end of the day. But say you're in the club, you start chatting to them, it's a liability in the sense that you could get into a fight with another guy over her. when there's a constant stream of attention, even if she's your girlfriend. Like, imagine you go to the club with your girlfriend, which isn't something I'd personally do, and she's really pretty. Other guys start hitting on her. Hey, that's my girl, leave her alone. You get into a scrap. Is it worth it? Or could you just go for a quiet girl that doesn't like doing that sort of thing in the first place? So this one's gonna go, hmm, best to avoid, because the rewards are there if you can deal with the potential repercussions and fights. So finally, this one we've got women with anxiety. So I know everyone's got anxiety to an extent. It's a normal emotion that we experience, but I'm talking women that have it bad and they're a nightmare to meet up with because they're too shy to. Bonus, they won't want to go to the club and do all the degenerate stuff that a lot of girls do. But another drawback, they're usually chronically insecure, and the source of drama that they create is almost always surrounding other women. Like, for instance, me, I've never cheated on anyone in my life. I've had opportunities to, not taken it. And women like this, even if you're the sort of person that's never cheated, they'll always be assuming, oh, why are you're speaking to other girls, you're chatting to other girls. And if there's another pretty girl in the street and you look at them or whatever, they'll get funny and their insecurity and their anxiety will flare up. So that's the issue with these. Whenever other women are present, that's when they're an issue. But otherwise, I would say they're okay. So of the tier list, these are going to go at the top. Sometimes okay, actually. Again, with all of these, you've got to gauge how cooked they actually are and proceed accordingly. So that's all. Thank you for watching the video. Please give me some feedback to improve in the future. Let me know if you agree with the tier list and feel free to drop a sub and carry on with my new videos. Thank you.